Yo, what's up? My name is Kyle McCullough. Quick little backstory about me. I went from this to this in 2 years and then from this to this in less than 6 months. And I'm here as a fitness coach to help you make a similar transformation. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so obviously by the title of the video, you're here to do a quick body recomp where you're gonna get as shredded as possible in the next upcoming weeks or months to get in good summer physique shape. A quick little disclaimer, you're not gonna go from 250 pounds to 200 pounds lean. That's just ridiculous. I have a video up that is for people who are 250 pounds or more and what their first steps should be. But if you are between, 240 and 180 and you're trying to make a quick cut for the summer, then this is what this video is for. So the biggest mistake that people make when they go to do their quick summer cut or body recomp or whatever you want to call it, cut their calories too much. You don't want to go into like a 500 calorie deficit right off the bat. At most, you want to cut it by 200 to 300 calories. This way you could still hold on to muscle while you're leaning out. If you have no idea where your calories are currently at, then a good way to start off is by taking your current body weight, multiplying it by 1.4. That's how many grams of protein you need. Now take your carbs and I'd say subtract about 10%. That's your grams of carbs. And then your fats should be just around half of your body weight in grams. Now we're going back to the protein. I know that seems high, but that way you're going to keep as much muscle as possible, and protein breaks down a little bit slower in your stomach, so you're gonna feel a little bit fuller for longer when you have higher protein meals. Carbs are basically used for energy for when you work out or when you do cardio. And fats are also energy, but they're for more lower impact and lower heart rate activities. You want to split up your food into 5 or 6 different meals. That way you're not having too much protein at once and you're not stuffing yourself, but also you don't feel like you're lacking food or you're getting hungry throughout the day. It's kind of like a win-win scenario. You eat more often and you don't feel hungry. The next thing I want to go over is your actual lifting and gym routine. When you start your cut, a lot of people like to change up their lifts, change up their training style, but that's exactly the opposite of what I coach, which actually you want to keep it the same, if not add a little bit more volume. The biggest thing when you're on a cut is you want to focus on maintaining or even gaining strength. Now, I know that might sound ridiculous coming from a bodybuilder or someone who wants to put on muscle while they lean out, but as long as you keep your strength, you could put more mechanical tension on each muscle group as you train them. Mechanical tension is what is needed for a muscle to grow, along with protein that I already talked about and recovery that I haven't discussed yet. Another thing you want to focus on when you're cutting is increasing your activity throughout the day, not just cardio. You want to get at least 10,000 steps in, preferably 12,000. And then you also want to do at least 30 minutes of steady state zone 2 cardio every single day. Now you might be asking me, why should I do it every single day? Well, you're the one that wants the quick body recomp and not me, so do what you're told. Anywho, abs, should I train them? Should I not train them? Are they made in the kitchen? Are they made in the gym? Well, it's a little bit of both. You're gonna see your abs pop when you get to a lower body fat percentage, but you're not gonna see them if you don't train them. People with lower body fat percentages who have never trained abs will have a flatter stomach. You might see a little bit of ab definition, but the way you actually get that 6-pack is by training them in the gym. They're like any other muscle. You need to train them for them to grow, and when your body fat percentage goes down, they pop more. Now on to recovery. When you're on a cut, you need 7 to 9 hours of sleep because obviously cutting calories means cutting energy. But when you sleep at least 7 to 8 hours, you're gonna restore some of that energy. And if you're already doing that, perfect, keep doing it. Another thing with recovery that you should always be doing, whether it's on a bulk or a cut, you should always be stretching. Now, stretching improves your blood flow to your muscles. That way it could reduce muscle soreness or stiffness, and it could also reduce some aches and pains. Now, I kind of want to circle back to the dieting. I kind of missed this part earlier, and I could fix it in the editing, but I don't really feel like editing all that. But anyways, if you feel like you're gonna cheat, if you need to snack on something, eat like a low calorie fruit like pineapple, oranges, peaches. Apples are pretty low calorie. Like lower calorie fruits, or also vegetables like cucumbers. Pickles all count as a vegetable, but like celery sticks, carrots, all low calorie stuff that you could have like probably 300 grams and it's not really gonna affect your progress at all. But the last and most important step is to be consistent and stay disciplined, whether it comes to your dieting, training, recovery, all that. You need to stay consistent 24/7 if you want to see this quick body recomp. If you're going good for 2 weeks, you could fall off for 2 days and you will reset yourself back to where you started. Okay, maybe it's not that dramatic, but you get it. You don't want to take 3 steps forward and 1 step back. Now again, like I said in the beginning, if you are 250 pounds or more, this is probably not going to work for you. So for you guys, I would go to that 250 plus pounds video in order to lose that weight first. But anyways, go chase that dream physique, stay blessed. I believe in you, and I'll see you in the next video.